This is my identity.
You're watching Identity, the nation's favorite multi-faith youth show that tells our stories in the most authentic way possible. I'm Bumi Mbete. Let's take a look at today's insert. Let's imbale Identity livakashele eZandspruit lekumphakathi lophuyile eJohannesburg lapho bahlangene naFelane Naidu lijaha leliphila ngemoya webuntu. Felane waqala iZandspruit Soccer Club ukuthuthukisa ebantwini abasha nekuguqula umphakathi. Take a look and be inspired by this story.
This is my identity.
At the age of 23, Felane Naidu left everything he knew behind to embark on a journey of self-discovery. Little did he know that this was the beginning of a life-changing encounter.
Soccer Club started in August 2008. It started with me asking the question, who am I? And I've had the kind of education that any child can dream of. And I've kind of gone along and followed, do this, do that, do this, do that, and, got good marks at school and went to university and got a birth rate university and everything was looking great. The promise of the BMW and the Tag Heuer watch and, everything should have been making me really happy. But it wasn't. There was a car accident. I just crossed over Chirundu border. I was in Zimbabwe, lost consciousness for 26 hours. It's the kind of thing you come out of and you start asking yourself questions like, okay, I should be dead, but I'm not. I should be brain damaged, but I'm not. I've been given a second life over here. Why?
Felane's calling led him to Zandspruit, a township in the heart of Johannesburg. Undeterred by the community's poverty and squalor, Felane knew that this is where God wanted him to be.
I just found it on my heart to start a Bible school, to just teach the people how to read and study the text and understand where the words are coming from before you hear it from somewhere else, how to question someone else because you're going back to the text. In that time, one of the young guys, Shimmy, and he asked me, Brother Felane, I really want to stick around and do this, but, I also got to go get work because I don't have work. And then he asked me the question that challenged the core of my beliefs. He said, this God that we're reading about, if I stay and look after the children, will this God take care of me? And I ended up saying to Shimmy, I said, my brother, that's what I believe. And I can't prove that to you, but the only thing I can do is say I'll walk this journey with you.
Felane believes that his life is not just about imparting the word of the Lord to the young people he works with. He also believes in passing on his knowledge and raising leaders within the community who will carry on this work when God calls him to move on to another community.
More important for me than building houses and, okay, let's play soccer and feed and clothe the children, is that while we're doing this, let me pour into each one of their lives, help them to get in touch with their own personal journey, their own heart, help them to understand their own inner voice, help them to develop the courage to follow that inner voice, whatever it is.
All of us, we have different callings. If we all believe in God, I think mine actually is being a coach, which is in the side of ministry, and changing the life of young people. That was always a wish and a dream within myself. To how can I give back to the community? How can we serve and how can we help the people, young people, to realize and see the best out of themselves?
When we first formed the club, we called it Simono Masisonke. One soccer ball, 13 boys, and 5 years later, our first team is now playing in the SAFA Soweto League.
The reason why I'm involved with young people is that during my time, especially as a youngster growing up, I didn't have any opportunity whereby I can have a mentor who will mentor me and guide me in a right path. So when I look at the mistake that I've done when growing up, then I realized that it will be much important for me to come back for this community and help these young people to be a possibility for change for this community, especially Zandspruit as a whole.
From a team like a discipline. Siyakwazi ukushare manje team and isoccer obvious into eletha ama nation utahlangana nathi sihlangane from umZulu nomXhosa sahlangana sabantu eyi1 eteamini.
Ngithola like isikhathi sokuzicabanga le free time bana bangane ba right bangayiphuza bangabhemi yonke lento ezisinakusinyana so like mangaphandle ngalisho kuba yenye life different because ngaphandle crime yonke lento leyigcwele so mangapha kuba right yonke into right
nna ga ke sheba ntho ena benefit ya ka e gore ga njwale ga ke ya gae ko ntlong yaka pelo ya ka e thabile ke kry-a benefit ya fetsa di-benefit ka fela ga tsona the more ke bona young people ba thaba ba kgona go ba le focus mo phelo ba bona ba kgona go achieva se ba tlang go sa achieve then it means a lot to me than anything
from ufileni lengigenile uthando basiphilele lothando lesa sikhathi abasipende nathi basikwaziyo ukuspenda nathi and yinto engigenile ukuthi sihlale sisonke na-avoid ama-crime nento eziningi.
Honestly, I'm a praying man, and that is a daily prayer of mine, that the youth would just trust their inner voice, that they would develop a habit. As much as they go chasing after the bling, I just wish they'd go chasing after their own heart and finding out. Just ask that question, who am I? Because if you don't know the answer to that question, then you're lost. And you're just pretending. So identity is just, well, it's the center of everything for me.